Hello everybody, Curveball Sliders here. We've got another game for you today. So, from the thread vote, excuse me, we're going to simulate some CPU games here. The thread voted that we wanted to see Angel Verde take on the Nemesis in Game 6, so we're going to go ahead and sim Game 5. We've currently dropped 4 in a row of our 5-game homestand here to start the season. So, let's see if Winnie Noel can pick one up in the simulator. Against the wide loads. Chuck Burbany, by the way, one of my favorite not great pitchers, kind of like B, I think, B+ pitchers. Him and Kerwin Arches. So, here we go. And we lose it 2-0 though, so Winnie Noel able to have a bit of a bounce back there. Let's just take a quick look at our stats on that one. Lineup continues to struggle, and we have a lot of people not feeling so great right now about their performance. Patience Evergreen, I know she was already on notice after off to a hot start, but has definitely struggled these last 3 games. Let's take a look at stats. Hold on, who was that? Guns Jackman. Oh man. Jackman, Evergreen, Douchey. So, Guns Jackman still hitting alright. He's had 18 at-bats, 5 hits. That's actually pretty good, and a home run, which we saw. Obviously, you didn't get it yesterday. Patience Evergreen, though, still only 2 hits and 2, actually, I wanted to check something. Yeah, just 2 hits and 2 walks to start, so she's hitting 105, well under the dreaded Mendoza line. Mendoza line actually refers to a hitter who hit. There's a whole story there. I'll tell it at some point, but the gist of it is there was a hitter right around 200, and that kind of became the standard of a major league production. But 200 is actually considered really low, so you can imagine 111. 105. These two are both off to terrible starts. Pomp Douchey, love saying that name. Also just 2 hits, 18 at-bats. Very similar numbers actually, but Douchey's got the 2 solo shots, so he's slugging much better. Alright. So, not what we'd hope for to start the season, for sure. But, we'll see if, Angel Verde can turn things around for us, at least get us something here against the Nemesis. Nemesis are a absolutely fantastic lineup. Like, they've definitely got his work cut out for him here. But their pitching is very hittable. It's a team built around offense. It's boy, like, their lineup is so good, but their rotation and pen are both awful, so I'm really hoping that our lineup can turn things around here, but with our struggles, we might be hitting them at just the wrong time. But anyway, let's find out. Jackie Slam's gonna walk to the plate, and Angel Verde on the mound. Had a great first start for us. We wasted it with a late inning meltdown of the bullpen. And well hit ball, but foul. Tough out trait, adds contact in, and diving infielder, never had a chance. Patience Evergreen will field and throw in, but there is a leadoff single to start the inning. Tough out, in 2 strike counts, the hitter gets a little boost to contact, makes it easier for them to foul off balls, and hopefully that doesn't lead to more. Jock Sport's also a really good hitter, but everyone in this lineup's a really good hitter, so another well-hit ball, thank goodness, fouled on the first base line. Pomp Douchey, looks like he got, a sprained wrist. He got hurt on that dive. Bad Hop Brown is not going to throw to second there, so they can't turn the double play, but that will be 1 out. And Kenna Korn now at first. Looks like Jermaine Rains is not in the game at catcher, though. And there's a well-hit ball. He's not going to dive for it, so they're going to send the runner. Is Brickhouse's arm enough? Just barely not. They'll send the runner to second. Guns Jackman unable to tag out, so runner at second, one out on the RBI single. And Angel Verde not off to the hope he had started for. That hope, not off to the start he had hoped for. Excuse me. Walks him. I told you, this is a very tough lineup. You don't want to leave anything over the plate. And there's Mash Taters. He is an absolute monster at the plate. So this is a team you really don't get time off through this lineup as a pitcher.
That's inside.
Which means they take a lot of pitches, which is not good for our group. Oh, what are you doing there, Bad Hop? Oh, it just bounced off his chest on the dive there. So everyone's safe. One out. I'm Pickleford. This team also has some of the best names. And there's a bouncer. He's got a shot. Throwing home. There's the second out, and they're not able to get the double play. But a nice job by the pitcher of grabbing that one and getting it and preventing the run there. Well hit. Jermaine Rains is going to grab it. So what they did, they moved Jermaine Rains to first, and then Kennecorn to catcher. Not actually a pretty good switch there to replace Pompducci at first. I like that move. The AI coach really does not like Rocky Backstop, who is supposed to be the backup catcher on this team. And Mash Tater is going to carry that one to the bag. One down. Oakley Stiffs has been one of our better hitters so far in the season. 278, one home run, 3 RBIs. But he pops up there, and catcher doesn't have to go far to grab it. There's 2 outs.
Now back, the left fielder, Patience Evergreen.
And Patience Evergreen, I had high hopes for her after that first game, but she has really fallen off. K-Dud is a 2-strike straight trait that will give a velocity and junk, and she'll ground to first. So still stays at 2 pitches for now. Anyway, K-Dud trait that in 2-strike counts gives the pitcher a penalty to velocity and junk. And popped her up behind the plate. And Cohen's going to grab that for out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, Mimori Aoshima.
So Angel Verde gets a quick first out. Hopefully he keeps that a pattern. There's a grounder to Guns Jackman. He's going to fire to first for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackie Slam.
And heart of this lineup was what he had a lot. There's a well-hit ball through for a base hit to left field. Evergreen will field and fire in. As I was saying, he had a really rough time through the heart of this lineup earlier. So here they are again. Looks like Verde's going right after him, though. You got to respect that. He trusts his stuff, even after it got him in trouble early, and he was able to pitch out of that trouble. But they are fouling off a lot of his pitches right now. Nice job holding up on that one, outside ball. And there's a soft hit grounder to Bad Hop Brown. He'll throw across the infield, and there's the third out. So a much better inning for Angel Verde in the second. Hopefully he can keep that going.
Shortstop, Guns Jackman.
There's a well-hit ball, but Mash Taters with a diving stop. Wow. Right on the screws, but a beautiful play, and Sturdy Woodman barely even taps that one in front of the plate. Just like that, 2 down for the Freebooters.
Bad hop, Brown.
And their struggles will continue, my goodness.
Strike.
Heidi Mabedes has only thrown 17 pitches through 1 2/3 innings so far. And there's a grounder to short. Nash Caters will catch the throw for the 3rd out. So Freebooters go down very quickly.
Now batting, the second baseman, Javier Potier. Up the plate.
There's a soft grounder to 3rd. Brown's going to throw across the infield.
Now
1
batting,
down in the 3rd.
baseman, Hito Machado.
Well hit ball, but fieldable, but Guns Jackman is going to drop it. Oh, he'll throw to 1st anyway. I don't even know what the point was. Just get it to 2nd. Why risk throwing it over the first baseman's head there? Oh, goodness. Well, there's a nice strike high. And a hard hit ball, right field. Very high. And Oakley Stiffs is going to grab it at the wall a couple feet, and that would have been out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Brian Pickleford.
He got under that one by maybe a centimeter.
That's up.
Angel Verde gets out of that one by the skin of his teeth. 2 outs, 1 on 1st.
Strike. Inside.
And there's a pop-up first base side. It looks like that's going to be in the dugout. Maybe a little above it. And well hit ball up the center. There's a base hit. Runner advances to 2nd. They'll hold him there, so they'll have 1st and 2nd, 2 out in the 3rd inning.
Now batting, the right fielder, Javi Yatter.
Javi Yatter, RBI dud. But a well hit ball there to left. Patience Evergreen is going to field. Throw in. They'll hold the runner, so base is loaded.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Gabby
I'm telling you, this Nemesis lineup is deadly.
Strike.
Nice strike there on the inside. Looked like a slider. And slider outside. That's going to bounce right on the fair side of the first base line. So Jermaine Raines is able to carry it to the bag for the 3rd out. Lucky hop there for the Freebooters. They're able to get out of the inning without runs. 3 left. Walker runs, hits a grounder, tries to sneak it through the first base side, but not hard enough.
Batting, the catcher, Kenna Bourne.
Kenna Corn playing catcher.
Strike.
Take a swing and a miss there. Not great offensively. She is hitting 500, but I think that's on 2 at-bats. There's a well-hit ball. That one's going to left. It's got a shot, and that one's gone. Kenna Corn with her first home run of the year. And that'll tie the game at 1. Kenna Corn coming through in the clutch, as I was talking about how she's not a great hitter. A huge moment for her, a 1-out solo shot to tie the game in the 3rd. Jermaine Raines at the plate, another struggling hitter on this team. There's a grounder to 2nd. Jock Sports will throw it for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Stockton Brickhouse. Ball inside.
And boy, that tells you can't just look at the stats. Sometimes you gotta, sometimes the production in these short seasons. It's all about what they do on the field, right? So there's a pop-up behind the plate. Looks like it's going to bounce off the backstop. Foul ball. And struck him out swinging to end that inning. So Freebooters get a run on the solo shot by Kenna Corn. 1 hit in the game so far. But boy, was it a big hit. Angel Verde so far has managed to mostly pitch his way out of trouble. See if he can keep that up. 4th inning. Catcher at the plate. And Bad Hot Browns will field that one in foul territory. A nice job tracking down the liner. Well hit. Bad Hot Browns there to catch it again. Not well rated on defense, but having a nice game for himself today.
That's up. Foul.
Well hit ball to second. That's going to bounce off second baseman. Walker runs. So no throw. Runners on.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Fortunately,
Javier
2 outs.
Javier.
We've seen this before with Angel Verde. He's allowed a lot of base runners with 2 outs. That's a well hit ball, but luckily just a bit fell. But he's also managed to get out of those situations. And there's a pop-up to Evergreen and left, and she'll grab it for the 3rd out. So Freebooters come back up to bat, somehow, by the grace of something, tied 1-1 here. Angel Verde doing a very nice job after struggling in the first.
Oakley sniffs. Strike.
Oakley stiffs at the plate. And boy, they would love to see him do something here.
Ball inside.
Freebooters just need to start something. They haven't gone on a... There's a nice hit. That's going to bounce off the second baseman. Oakley stiffs on first with a very hard hit grounder.
Now
Boy,
batting,
I think that was Jock Sports. Really made a nice effort to get that one, but
Evergreen.
very
Ball
well hit ball there. Patience Evergreen at the plate. They're
up.
probably hoping she'll move the runner over if nothing else.
Strike.
Wouldn't be surprised to see her attempt the bunt here. There goes the runner, and Jock Sports is going to have a bad throw there. Evergreen's on as well.
Now batting.
Jock Sports tried to underhand it to the second baseman. It bounced off his glove. Sports fielded on the bounce and threw to first, but not in time. So Evergreen is on the error, and Guns Jackman, a well-hit ball to right. This one's got a shot. It's going. It's gone! A 3-run shot for the Freebooters. Finally gives them the lead here. Guns Jackman coming through. So after the solo shot last inning, a couple lucky turns of events for the Freebooters, and Guns Jackman takes advantage. Sends one to right. Almost made it into the second row of bleachers.
That's inside.
And Heidi and Mabedes seems to be having a little trouble finding the strike zone now.
Foul ball.
Sturdy Woodman at the plate, hoping to keep things going. Just barely foul. He missed extra bases by an inch. And there's a well-hit ball. Left field. That one's bouncing through. There's a base hit. Not going to quite reach the wall, so they'll hold the runner on first. But the Freebooters are not done.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Here's Bad Hop Brown. He's having a decent year here, too. Hitting .333 through 5 games. 3 RBIs. There's a well-hit ball. He's really testing that right field line. Another foul ball liner. And soft hit ball. They're going to get him at first, but they won't have time to make the throw to second. So the runner does advance.
Second baseman.
I believe that's Oakley Stiffs on second now.
Ball low. Foul ball.
Walker runs at the plate. He's having a terrible year. 71 average. 0.71. No home runs, no RBIs yet. I think he would only have 1 or 2 hits so far. And well hit ball there, though. That's going to bounce into left field for a base hit. They will send the runner, but he's not. The throw is in time. Runner will advance to second, but they should have held him. Left fielder had that ball and had him dead to rights.
That's inside.
That'll bring up Kennecorn with the huge solo shot to get the Freebooters started in the third. There's another well-hit ball, but Haudier is able to grab it for the 3rd out. So Freebooters tack on an extra 3 runs on the home run, and they now have a 4-1 lead.
The third baseman.
Excuse me. Angel Verde still on the mound. Well-hit ball to first. Jermaine Raines grabs it for the 1st out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Nash Taters. Off the plate.
So Angel Verde's thrown about 62 pitches, 63 now.
Ball high.
He can go fairly deep into games.
Ball four.
Walked smashed taters on 4 pitches. Not the worst strategy to take against him. So, but hopefully that doesn't come back to bite him. 1 out, 5th inning, runner on. They have set up the double play though. Mashed taters pretty slow, but that one's going to get through for another base hit. Throw in, runners hold at 1st and 2nd. And there's a well-hit ball. Will they send Taters home? They will not. So Nemesis showing a little more restraint with the freebooters. 1 out and 3 on. Bases loaded here. After giving up the 3-run jack, the Nemesis are threatening to get some of those runs back. Go ahead run now at the plate. There is a force on. That's a well-hit ball. Oakley stiffs Wilfield. They're sending the runners. Throw is not in time. Kennecorn mishandles it, but she didn't. The runner was across the plate anyway. So catcher steps to the plate. 2 out. 4-2 freebooters. Angel Verde trying desperately to protect this lead. And boy, he choked her up on that inside slider. A beautiful pitch to get the swing on. And that is a very soft tapper back to the mound. So let's see if the freebooters can tack on a few more runs against Mebetez. Well hit ball, but fieldable to 3rd. They'll throw across the infield for the 1st out. Stockton Brickhouse will pop up, so Mebetez off to 2 very quick outs here in the 5th. And lines out to short for the 3rd out. So Mebetez has a 5-pitch inning getting through the 6th, or the 5th. Does a pretty nice job. And we'll move on to the 6th. And there's a well-hit ball to center. Looks like she just got under it. That is a very deep center field here at Lafayette Park. Stockton Brickhouse will grab it for the 1st out. And there's a tapper to the pitcher. Verde will field, fires to 1st in time for the 2nd out. So he is also getting a very quick 6th inning. I really love watching pitchers go back and forth like this. Really, I think their stat lines other than runs are going to look pretty similar here. Angel Verde's given up a bunch of hits. He's just managed to get out of them. There's one right there, a soft grounder through, or a soft liner, so, excuse me, through to center field.
The 3rd baseman, Hito Machado.
So runner on, tying run at the plate. Angel Verde's thrown 83 pitches. Another hard hit. This one's through to center field. They're going to send the runner to 3rd, and the throw is just barely off to, excuse me, just barely not in time. Bringing mashed taters to the plate. He walked last time he was up. And there's a soft tapper to the pitcher. Verde fires to 1st in time and gets out of yet another jam. So Angel Verde has been Houdini today, giving up 11 hits but just 2 runs. Patience Evergreen at the plate. That'll bounce off the pitcher. Evergreen running, and she's going to make it. Throw is not in time. Looked like Mebetez just kind of lost it there after it hit her foot. And she just took that one to the face. Oh my goodness. Boy, Guns Jackman is out. But my goodness, I hope she's all right. They're going to bring in a new pitcher. And Heidi Mebetez out of the game with a severe injury. So Binky Stevens throws harder. Very little movement on his pitches. Boy, I hope she's all right. That one's well hit liner. That's just going to hook foul, though. Runner on second, 1 out. And another one kind of through the glove there, but the throw is in time for the second out. So runner on third. If Bad Hop Brown can get a... There's a well-hit ball. That one's going to be through for a base hit. So Bad Hop Brown gets the RBI single here in the fifth, and the Freebooters extend their lead 5-2. Boy, a nice day at the plate for the Booters. That is a very high forkball there by Binky Stevens. And one right down the middle. And there's a soft grounder to second. Fires first to end the inning. Freebooters able to get one across. Mabedes out of the game with a severe injury on the comeback liner. You really hate to see that, even the other team. Angel Verde still on the mound here in the seventh. You would think this would be his last inning. He's almost thrown 90 pitches. But he has thrown a gem at this point. And gets the strikeout, a low fastball, beautiful pitch. Very daring. And they're going to turn to Steamboat. Steamboat Whistle. He's struggled early on, almost a 12 ERA. Part of that is just having to throw so many innings. But Angel Verde was able to get them into the seventh today. And Steamboat will walk him on 4 pitches.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Gabby Gagnon.
So hopefully he can cover a little bit here. But definitely off to a tough start with the walk. And there's a well-hit ball. Is he going to go to second? He will. Jackman on to first. There's a double play. So they're able to get out of the seventh. And Angel Verde pitches 6 1/3, 11 hits, just 2 runs. An excellent performance, especially with runners on. We'll see what Kennecorn has done. She has been electric in the chances she's gotten. And there's a well-hit ball. That could dink in for a single. We'll see if the fielder, Javi Yoder, able to get to it just in time, right before it touches the ground. So she's going to be out. Binky Stevens going right at the hitters. And there's a pop-up to center. Jermaine Raines jogging to first. Jackie Slam will field for the second out. We'll see what Brickhouse is able to do here. Freebooters generally have just put together better at-bats in this game. Ooh, that was a tough one to lay off. There's a well-hit ball. That's going to dink in center field for a base hit. A throw in, so he's got a 2-out single here in the seventh. Oakley Stiffs now at the plate. And it seems like the Freebooter bats have just come alive in this one. Binky Stevens going outside an awful lot in this at-bat. He's now behind 3-1. And is able to work the count full. They send the runner, well-hit ball, but lined right to the shortstop, Jock Sports. And that'll end the inning. Nemesis leave one. And they're going to switch out Cash Basket for Stockton Brickhouse. An interesting move. Steamboat Whistle still in the game. They're going to hope he gets them through the 8th here, and a nice strikeout of the outside fastball.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackie Slam.
Boy, so if he can get them through the 8th, they can bring in Kay Frequin to close out the game. That would actually be her first save situation of the year. One of the best closers in the league. And a well-hit ball. This one's going to get through. rolling all the way to the wall. They'll send the runner to second. Basket will field, fire, but not in time, and they are sliding into second with a one-out double. Now, Whistle would give up the run to get an out here. Another well-hit ball. Cash Basket going to try to slide, but allows the ball to get by her. Run will score. They're going to send him to third. Oh, Basket trying to flash the leather and instead allows a triple.
Now batting the second baseman, Javier Potier.
So Nemesis definitely threatening here. Runner on third. They've already gotten one run in the inning. There's a liner down the third base line, fortunately out of play. And there's a well-hit ball to center field. That one is going to be gone. So the Nemesis tie the game in the 8th. They win in the 8th with a 5-2 deficit and tie it against Steamboat Whistle, who has really been terrible early on in the season. Ooh, and they're going to leave Whistle in the game. And there's a well-hit ball, fortunately, right to Walker runs at second. And that'll bring up mashed taters. And boy, this coach has loved the Whistle-Lupinovich combo that has cost them many late runs. We'll see what she can do here. He might just be trying to get them right. There's a well-hit ball to center field. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Looks like they're going to hold the runner, surprisingly. Cash Basket able to get to it quickly enough, I suppose. That'll bring up Brian Pickleford. And there's a strike outside corner. Well, if the Freebooters can get through this inning, and there's a soft grounder to Walker runs at second, who will throw to first in time for the out. Nemesis tie up the game with 3 runs in the 8th. Freebooters coming up to the plate. You would think they're going to bring in Babette Walkman. The Freebooters should have an advantage here with the bullpens. And there's a curveball getting lost by the catcher. But their relievers have been quite shaky to start the year. There's a pop-up to begin the inning. And Nemesis will get the first out. Guns Jackman with the big RBI home run earlier in the game. I bet Walkman seems to be pitching around him a bit, trying to nibble the corners. You don't want to challenge him, especially in a big moment like this. A solo shot could cost them the game. And he is more than capable of putting it over the wall. There's a well-hit ball. That's past the diving infielder. That's going to roll slowly onto the track, hit the wall. Jackman is running to second. He is sliding in there, safe with a double. So Jackman's got himself a one-out double. He's in scoring position for Sturdy Woodman. Maybe the Freebooters can get some of those runs back. There is a pitch right down the center of the plate, but Woodman will pop up to the infield. So they're going to need a base hit now. Bad Hop Brown had an RBI single earlier in the game. There's a well-hit ball. That's going to bounce off the diving infielder. They'll hold at third, but Bad Hop Brown on with yet another clutch single. So Walker runs now at the plate. We'll see what he can get going. A base hit will score the runner. Home run, obviously, would score 3. Ooh, not sure where that one was a strike, but there you have it. Oh, and he strikes out swinging. Oh, what was he even swinging out there? That looked like an outside curveball. Didn't even start over the plate. Just pressing a little to try to get that hit. So Grace Lupinovich still on the mound. Freebooters not able to get a run on the scoring opportunity. They've done better at that this game, but that's been their Achilles heel all year. And Grace Lupinovich will get the strikeout. Nice job with the leadoff hitter. Oh, they're going to bring in catcher Stacy Staples, the pinch hit here. Staples not off to a great start this year. 167 average, no RBIs. But there's a well-hit ball to left. That one's got a chance. Evergreen's going to grab it at the wall. Boy, that was a lucky break for the Booters. Lupinovich appears to be a little bit to have settled down a little bit. Excuse me.
Inside. Strike.
And there's a pop-up. So Evergreen's going to drift under this, and that will end the 9th inning, top of the 9th, excuse me. Freebooters have a chance here to walk off. Kenna Korn going to start for them. Babette Walkman still on the mound. Sidearm righty. She's done a nice job so far in this one. But Kenna Korn has also gotten some very big hits for this team. And she will strike out looking for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Jermaine Rains in the 9th. There's one right down the middle he watches go by. Another one catches the corner. So Rain stays alive here. Oh! Looked outside to me, but he's the umpire. So 2 strikeouts on the inning. Cash Basket at the plate. And Babette Walkman just nailing the corners. There's a well-hit ball to center. This one's got a chance. It's gone! Bouncing off the second deck seats. And there it is. Your first walk-off homer for the Freebooter belongs to Cash Basket. A defensive replacement brought into the game to replace one of the better hitters, Stockton Brickhouse. The Freebooters win on a clutch solo shot in the 9th inning. So, what a game. So the Nemesis fall, 6-5. A much better day at the plate for the Booters. And other than Steamboat Whistle's meltdown, also a great day of pitching. Grace Lupinovich will earn the win. Boy, Angel Verde just can't catch a break here. He's given us 2 gems, but last time, I believe he did not take the loss, but obviously didn't get the win. And here, Whistle gives up the early lead, and Lupinovich able to get the hold for the win. So we, boy, no respect, huh? Nemesis Javier Haudier gets Player of the Game honors, 3 for 5 with a home run, a double, 3 RBIs. That is a pretty good day. Guns Jackman and the Cash Basket. Boy, Cash Basket, 1 for 1, but that was a big one. Whew. So, Freebooters get their first win of the season on a walk-off shot by a backup, and oh boy. A quick note, we're going to be simulating the next game, I believe the next 2 games actually, and then we'll be watching, oh no, just the next games, excuse me. We're going to be simulating Lana Rhymes at the Bee-Wolves, or against the Bee-Wolves, and then we're going to be watching Ratherwell and Winnie Noel take on the Wild Pigs next. So, boy, that was an exciting one. In any case, let's take a quick look at our player development opportunities, see if anything's changed. Bad Hot Brown had a nice day at the plate, so maybe we're rethinking releasing him. And, boy, Guns Jackman could definitely use some fielding. So let me know what you would like to see me work on next with player development. We also talked a little bit about who we should be looking at letting go of, so let me know in the comments or in the thread if you've changed your mind at all. Until then, have an amazing day, it's been a joy, and good night.